That's just what I was thinking.
This place now feels calm. Is there aught I can assist you? Is there aught I can assist? Might I beg but a moment of your time? Might I beg but a moment of your time?
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Might I beg but a moment of your time? The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. I can make no sense of this.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that. Wickedness has no hold on the true soul of this world.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
What business would you have with a humble farmer?
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermont, after all. The fellow Drake ought to, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled afore the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune. But I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
Good day, sir.
Invited yourself into my company, I see.
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure? I wonder what it was
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Seems like everyone always wants something.
I need not pity, sir, but aid.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
We'd best report back.
Maybe he was hoping.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment after purchasing the very same item in a shop.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Surely this is a jest. All that effort for so little gain?
Rarely have I felt so empty.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your eyes peeled.
This is just what's needed.
Same foe? Again? Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by...
I was told of the vaults, but ne'er did I dream that the gracious hand sat atop catacombs such as these. There may be monsters about. Oh, Malcolm, I... Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
That's just what I was thinking.
Follow me!
Ah, now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Over here! Come!
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could...
It's well worth the effort of breaking it.
The book's nest.
Treasure. Oh, now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
A moment's prayer can do a world.
The other day, now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it, and rightly so. Gave me a right shock. Their faces may match.
Oh, it's so shiny.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Well met. This here's... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Must have taken a wrong turn.
Oh, this will
My bed.
I'm in no fit
This is where my luck runs out.
I'm not agreeing to this.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I wonder, what lies at its bottom?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
I've been pretty kind to me.
Said to my colleagues that dark heart.
Think about what's in season.
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
See what I can find.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
I pray this will convey...
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort. The doctor examined him afore, yet e'er since he came here...
I understand how you must... There is no medicine. I am caring for him as best. However, if you mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him...
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough.
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my...
I will look after him. I swear it.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I could spend all day. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering. I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
What has come over you, Arisen?
I've no words. Wonder if there's any easy work to be
Some
had.
call it cultured. I call it dull.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
It's been a long day.
I'm not leaving.
What to do? Hi, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops,
Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to lend. I shall gladly aid you with...
Is there aught I can assist you?
Just remember, something smells like somewhere to be.
My knees have been acting up of late.
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all... All right on the roads, despite the hour? Much obliged.
Whatever am I to do? Isn't much to go on.
Hail, friend! Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Flattering all day is tiring work.
'Tis a ladder.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
I knew it to be so.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
How can I get more customers to shop here?
Good day to you.
That might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks. The latest was a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure. But I cannot deny it gave me a sense of hope. I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, the Arisen shall, and indeed, we have our sop still, that I would see this kingdom. Need anything?
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again. Well then, son. How might I be of service?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
You've given me much to think about. Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemies.
Arling has the same spell that will overwhelm our foe without divine magic!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Perhaps 'tis best to live and let live.
Master, you're on.
At last, a chance to use this.
Might you be looking to...
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
closer look.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Very well. I shall return.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye? This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful. We've naught to gain by fighting here. Lest we push on.
At once, Master.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
Ah, oxen.
They are endearing creatures, compared to the monsters we oft face. Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
I will protect you.
Another one down! Arisen.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Come on then! Try it!
Be ready. Our foes are armed.
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I'll do anything.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used.
Might that be a wakestone shard? Oh, how lucky we are to have stumbled across one.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Perhaps Perhaps a short rest would do us good.
How are we to get through this door?
Oh, well spotted. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
Feast your eyes on this!
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
Expecting mercy.
Sleep magic?
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
I quite agree. As a matter of fact, we've not counted.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Watch out for the choppers!
You have my protection.
The sun's light has grown dim.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Shall we set it rolling?
Shall I destroy that explosive cask for us, Master? Shall I assist?
Poison is a nasty affliction.
Have at it.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. This is just what's needed.
We have found a material.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Then I shall remain by your side. We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
Tranquil place. Yes. Treasures.
Wonder what rumors the day has in store.
Who are you there?
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives, it will be an honor to serve by your side.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
I hope I can count on you in a scrape.
If we mean to mine gold ore, I know just the place. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road. You know where to find.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then. I hope you slept well?
If we mean to mine gold ore, I know just the place. He thinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. Pray, follow me.
Let me be the one to collect it.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
We have arrived. Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We'd best see to it post-haste, ere we forget.
I quite agree.
Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here. The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand. Over here, if you please.
How vast the sea is. I see no reason to approach. Best we keep our distance.
We have reached our destination.
Boy, Arisen, have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time. Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. What would we do without you? I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
Fear not, 'tis well in hand.
I must say, this doesn't sit well with me at all.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
How might I be of service?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by Fancy a look at my wares?
Always a pleasure.
Shopping is such fun.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
I knew it to be so. Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
To make hay while the sun shines.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite. Though no definitive records remain.
Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
'Tis as you say.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. This here, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected. We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Well, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you.
Much to do yet, really.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your... My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider of... Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being over. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me...
This ladder can take us to new heights. After you, Arisen.
Welcome. Well met. Suppose I'd best get to work.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone will find it.
Well met, sir.
Something smells divine.
What's life about it?
Need anything?
Now, where was I bound again?
Seems my feet.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as wine ale.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
You came to see me?
Abilities in. Mayhap
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
What would you of me? Oi there! So ne'er mind your coin purse.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Time to be heading.
A brisk walk ought to ease my mind of its burden.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Go on, have a look. Don't I know that lass from somewhere?
It don't do to neglect proper nutrition.
Crowds make for easy pickings.
Interested in my wares? You ought to stock up on the basics. Flowers,
to be heading.
salt,
This
fats.
is my moment. I mustn't falter.
I always draw the
Go
short straw.
on, have a look.
I've been fine fettled today.
Almost wish aught would happen to shake things up. Interested in my wares?
Out of bed.
It's been a hard day.
I'd sooner not associate with
Not my
drunkards.
kind of place, this.
This
Go
job better be worth
on,
it.
have a look.
It's too bloody early.
Puts me in the mood for a song.
A few hours sleep ought to help order my thoughts.
Interested in my
The
wares?
things I could do with an ox cart full of gold.
Must have taken a
My
wrong
bed was-
turn.
Drink is a vice of lesser men.
Go on, have a look.
The things I could do with an ox cart full of gold.
Got to think about
Let's
what's
see.
in season.
Where to
I
next?
mustn't get complacent. I've need of a new skill.
Interested in my wares?
Wish I'd been born a nobleman's son.
Suppose
Tad
I'd best
rowdy,
get to work.
I shan't complain.
Go on, have a look.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had. Interested in my wares?
A few hours
Any
sleep
loose
All
coin
this
about?
out.
Enough to make you rich.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had. Go on, have a look.
Where's my dagger?
Lots to
My
do.
claws could use a trim.
Interested in my wares?
My mind, nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and ale.
Mayhap I ought to be
Go
getting
on, have a look. Don't I know that lass from somewhere?
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
This is it. This is my moment.
Interested in my
I
wares?
mustn't falter.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
I always draw the short straw.
Puts me in the mood
Go
for a song.
I
on,
pity
have
those
a look.
content to live in idleness.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
The things I could do with an ox cart full of gold.
What should I get up?
Interested in my
Only
wares?
fools walk into peril unprepared.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
Another day, another adventure.
Go on, have a look. A hard day's
I'm
work. is it?
aching for a fight.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, his face.
Interested in my wares?
Seems naught can cure our desire for oblivion.
Stock up
All
on the
this
basics.
hustle and bustle puts me
Flowers,
right at home.
Go on, have a look.
Drink is a vice of lesser men.
I'm gonna make an coin here.
I wonder what is anything better than this. Even the grave.
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Must be heading home.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Greetings.
It is so dull when there's nothing to do.
Ah, let's take it easy today.
Such quietude is a blessing.
It was a paltry repast.
I've been on my feet all day. Can't help it. My legs are dead.
Never slept better.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Mine is a life devoted to humble